Hi guys, this is Jose again from Survive Until Summer with another plug and play unit that you can use virtually prep free. This is what I'm trying to provide for you on our website, all kinds of free resources that you can just download and use or customize however you'd like. So I'm going to get right into it. Wherever you found this resource, it's going to be a link that's going to open up this document. And I always post links to copy documents because it just makes it easy. It just kind of prompts you to copy right away. So you're going to make a copy of the resource, and this is the actual resource. So this document is not real. This is just to simulate the link that you found wherever you found this. So this is the resource that you downloaded. Ease the March Madness with our plug and play feminist and women's history essay unit. And so you can read all this at your leisure. But the idea is this. Women's history is March. It's very, very important. The idea of feminism is one that is important. It needs to be instilled in our young men and women. And so we don't want our students to miss out on this important concept because of the timing of it. Timing being in March. And many of us that are first year teachers or, even just new teachers, or some of us veteran teachers that still have a cycle every year. March is usually that time where it's a bit of a slog to get through the day. So we don't want our mental state and our just all around teacher marchedness, I know you guys know what I mean by that, to get in the way of a proper lesson for women's history and feminism. So I'm hoping that you can just download this, use it, and maybe take a breather from planning units and still kind of get something out of this for your students. So at the end of this, your students are going to produce an essay. Now, I have it as a 5-paragraph essay. I have worked traditionally with 9th graders who are kind of low when it comes to writing skills. You'll find that the materials that they're using are, not too low, but the writing skills are kind of simplified here. So you can build on this if you need to, or use them, like I said, as is. It's March, your kids could use a break too. So if you want to keep it simple for them, that's fine, or you can make it a little more robust, whatever you want to do. It's up to you, but this will work as is. And so here's the idea. We're going to work backwards here. It's all building towards this 5-paragraph essay. And the 5-paragraph essay is going to be right here, is going to be the directions for it. It's the Feminism Essay Graphic Organizer. And again, you're going to make a copy. And this will explain everything, and it also has links to everything as well. So you'll see these links are very familiar. They're the same links we're looking at here. But this, you're actually providing to your students. Okay, this is a document that your students are receiving from you at the end of the unit. So you'll have already done all of this with your students, and now they're going to draw on the knowledge that they've gained by doing these assignments with you and by answering the questions and doing the, basically just going through these materials. They should have some opinion on feminism, women's history, things like that. And then this is the end of this unit. Like I said, we're working backwards. Okay. One note you'll see right here. Whenever you choose which of these resources or all of these resources to use right here, these links should not be what's here now. What the links that are there now are the same copy links that you just saw me use that I've provided you. But when you give this to the students, so when the students open up their essay assignment and they see this document here, these links here should be the links to your assignments on your LMS classroom that the students have already completed. So this should be a link to the Adichie Danger of a Single Story assignment that the student, have already completed, so that when I open this up, I see my work that I did before with my own analysis, my own responses that I've already had. And the reason for that is I'm drawing on all that as textual evidence for my essay now. So when you receive this, these are all links to the documents, the assignments, but when your students receive this from you, these should be links to your LMS assignments where they can see their previously completed versions of these. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So this is the essay graphic organizer. I have included links to very simplified, like I said, simplified notes that you can use. Again, freely as is, but like I said, they're very simplified, so you may want to add to them. But if you don't want to, it's enough there to get them through an essay where they can really synthesize their thoughts. At the end of this, they're going to have a 5-paragraph essay, which may be a little bit simple, but hopefully the thoughts that they've put together on feminism and women's history are going to more than make up for the bit of a break that you're giving them in rigor here. So you have that. You also have just overall MLA formatting. I meant to open that in a new tab. MLA formatting, news and notes. One more note. I made this. I created this unit a couple years ago now. So all of these. This may be 2-3-year-old MLA formatting information, so I know not much has changed, but just make sure that you're up to date on that. Or put in your own notes. If you have your own notes on 5-paragraph essay format, or your own notes on MLA formatting, or how to cite textual evidence that you've been using all year long, like I said, it is March. So if you have your own way you've already taught these concepts, you should move my links out and put your links in to your own notes. Okay, and the easiest way to do that, if you work with like PowerPoint and Docs and stuff like that, the easiest way to do that would be to upload it to Drive, which then gives you a link you can post here. The idea is to hyperlink it for your students because you're posting this on like a digital LMS. Okay, so your students have their directions here. They've been talking for the month of March on women's history, feminism. And now, we're going to put it together into a 5-paragraph essay or whatever you want to assign as the essay, okay? You may use any textual or visual evidence from the materials used in any of the units shown below. So again, these are going to be links to their own work. And then here is the prompt or a choice of prompts for the essay. Your students are going to choose between these prompts. What are some gender stereotypes that have been harmful to women over the years, and are these stereotypes still relevant? What are some ways of effectively supporting and championing women's rights? And how would you define feminism? What it means to be a feminist? Does being a feminist mean that you are anti-men? Why or why not? So these are the prompts that are coming with the assignment. Again, of course, you can make up your own. That's up to you. Now, your student will then choose prompt number 1, 2, or 3. They're going to paste it right here in this box here, and this is where the actual graphic organizer begins. Okay, so they're going to paste their prompt right here, the one that they're going to choose to write about, and now they're going to start formulating opinions. So what is your overall opinion on the prompt that you chose? Remember, you guys have been talking about these things for the last however long it takes to do all these assignments. Depends on if you have block scheduling, depends on how, that depends on a lot, but this could be a few days to maybe a couple weeks worth of work, depending on how you do it. So after all of that, now we're doing this final essay. You should already have some kind of overall opinion on whatever prompt you've chosen. So put it here in 2 to 3 sentences. What are you already thinking about this? Okay. And now that we have your opinion, we're going to back it up with textual evidence, and you're going to walk your kids through this. Your kids are going to go back to all their work where they have sources. And I'm going to show you how to do these here in a moment when I'm finished with this essay. But they're going to go back. They're going to see the sources that they use to complete these assignments, and they're going to see their own previous analysis of these assignments, and they can use it all. Okay, so they're going to find a quote, record a piece of textual evidence from our unit that supports this point of view. Okay, so they've gone back, they've found the quote, they're going to paste it right here. Okay, now the second part, this is important. In your own words, why does this evidence support your point of view? Okay, so now here, this is easy. Copy and paste something that supports what I'm saying. Here, now I'm synthesizing my own version of why that helps. Okay, and then here they're going to actually link to it so they have the source ready to go. Okay, now, and then this process here, they're going to complete it 1, 2, and 3 times. So quote done, quote number 2, and quote number 3 all go the same way. And of course, this is because our 5-paragraph essay is built on 3s. So, 3 body pieces. And so that's going to all come together here later. Now we're going to look back at the textual evidence that the students have completed here, that they've compiled here, I should say. And they're going to complete a 3-pronged thesis statement. Why a 3-pronged thesis statement? Because that's how I taught it earlier in the year, and these are the notes from when I taught it. So if you are not going to, if you haven't been talking about thesis statements in this kind of language all year long, you're going to put your own version here. But again, you want to give them access to everything they need to complete this. And the easiest way to do that is with hyperlinks, and the easiest way to hyperlink everything is through Google Drive. Okay, but anyways, that's an aside. They're going to create their thesis here. They're going to summarize in their own words what the most important piece of evidence that their reader is going to remember from their essay here. And then that's the end of this graphic organizer. So this graphic organizer serves as all of their access to all of their sources. It serves as their directions for everything, and it serves as their, graphic organizer for their thoughts. Now we're going to come back here, and we're going to, we're going to open up the actual 5-paragraph essay builder. And again, you'll see that I break down everything into as many steps as possible because my kids really need things scaffolded for them. So, again, we're going to make a copy. They are going to have this and this side by side, and this is their template for their 5-paragraph essay. Once again, paste the prompt here. And now we're going to have our paragraph 1 introduction or hook. If you have notes on how to make an introduction or hook, you're going to link them here. But paragraph 1 introduction or hook. And if they, you're going to recall that paragraph 1 is going to be the general topic details and your thesis statement notes, however you have that for them. Now, paragraph 2 is their first body paragraph. So I've linked to this, their 5-paragraph essay structure, that they can go and see, okay, what's a body paragraph look like again? Again, that should be the same language you've been using all year long. Now, they're going to come back here. Evidence number 1 comes from right here. Evidence quote number 1. Evidence number 1 explanation comes from quote number 1 in your own words. And then evidence number 2, and then summarize your point. That's your body paragraph number 1. Body paragraph number 2, they're going to do the same thing, and then for evidence number 2 and number 3. Now, paragraph 5 is your conclusion. That's going to summarize the main points of the essay, and then they're going to give some kind of advice or make predictions or draw conclusions. Again, this is a 5-paragraph essay template, so you'll use this again and again. I can see that I kind of messed the numbering up here, so I'll fix this before I post it. But these will make more sense when it corresponds easily to these 3 things. Okay, so that's that. Now, these assignments, these are the actual assignments you're going to do before we get to all this. So this is the final essay that they're doing at the end of the unit. Now, let me just close these because my eyes get distracted by a bunch of tabs. And now we're going to come here, and these are the assignments that you're doing to lead up to this. And so I love watching Adichie, reading Adichie, hearing her speak. So definitely do these TED Talks. And you're just going to go through these and do with them what you want. The best way to use these is to just post them on your LMS as an assignment. And I'll show you one of these TED Talks, and I'll show you one of these NewsELAs. And the reason I'm going to only show you one is because I'll just open 2 real quick to show you that I'm a man of templates. I use templates over and over again. My students at the beginning of the year are always like, Mister, I already did this, because they'll get this assignment and then they'll get this assignment and they'll look exactly the same, but you'll see they're 2 different things. This is We Should All Be Feminists. This is The Danger of a Single Story. So you just kind of have to set an expectation with your students that no, they do look the same, but it's different information. So that's that. So we'll go with whatever one I left open here. The danger of a single story. And actually, I'm going to go with we should all be feminists, just because that directly answers one of the prompts that the students can have a choice of. So let's open this up. We should all be feminists. Now, here is how this assignment and all of these TED Talk assignments will work. You have a little intro here, and you have a link for the students to watch the TED Talk on YouTube. Now, and also a PDF version of the talk here. So you can also have the PDF version in case anyone's not home. Not home, in case anyone is home and not at school. When you go over this, of course, you'll post a link to the YouTube video, and you'll post a link to the transcript, because we want to make it as easy as possible for our students to access what they need. So we have her video. We have a transcript of the video. We're going to come down here. Part 1 is as you watch. This is independent work. This is while you are showing the video. You're showing the video in front of the entire class, and you're stopping it at these intervals. Now, of course, I have the timestamps here. I have the questions here. I should be able to play the video and say, pay attention at these times for these questions, and trust the students to do that. Yes, we all wish we could do that, but we know if we do it that way, it won't happen. So please make sure that if you're putting this, if you're employing this kind of simplistic document that I've created, please make up for it by actually stopping the video and talking at these times. It should be very easy to speak about, because the questions are answered very outright by what she says. So you're going to say the first question that we're going to be answering is, what life events shaped Adichie's definition of what it means to be feminist? And we're going to say, you're going to see the answer to this question in this range from 0 to 3 minutes and 1 second. So you should find it there. Then I'm going to stop it at 3:01, and you're either going to talk about it. If you want to talk about, you should definitely do the first 2, but you can stop and talk about all of them whole group, or you can talk about the first 2 or 3 whole group and let them do the rest independently, or whatever. But you're going to stop it at this interval, let them do this assignment. Let them do this question. Then you're going to say, okay, now we're going to play it again. I'm going to stop it again at 4:36. And by then, you should have an answer for this. What potentially could the class monitor anecdote teach a child about what it meant to be a girl? So now, for this whole next minute and a half that you're watching, they're listening for this answer. So they're listening intently to all of it for this answer, but, the byproduct of that is that they're taking in the entire video. And then again, you're going to answer the question, or give them independent time, 2-3 minutes to answer the question themselves. And then you're going to say, okay, next stretch, next question, so on and so forth. You're going to go through the whole video like this. Okay, so this will take some time to do it right, but it's also prep free, as you can see. All you need to do, once you've watched the video first period, you'll be able to do it easily after that. So this is very prep free. The students are diving into it. They're really getting something out of it. She's an amazing speaker, but it's easy for you, and that is the point. Okay, so part 2 is after you watch. This is with a partner, with a group, at home for homework, however you want to do this. But part 2 is after you watch. They're going to answer these questions down here. Now, these I chose to use page numbers from the transcript instead of timestamps from the video, because we want to give them access to both items for citing purposes. Okay, and then some of these, they just have to synthesize their own. Oh, actually, no, it says over here, page 14. Never mind. Would have been great, but they'll still get plenty out of this. So they're going to answer all these questions based on the transcript, which again is from the video here, and everything's linked. So that's the first assignment, and that's how to do all these TED Talk assignments. They're all going to look the same, okay? Now, these NewsELA assignments, so where these are more content-based, and it's really diving into the actual content of what they're learning about, but it's a little bit surface-level skills-wise. These NewsELA are going to, there's still going to be interesting content, but it's going to be more skills based. So let's go ahead and open how Women's History Month came to be. And again, all the NewsELA articles will look this way. Assignments will look like this, which you'll see is similar to the other one. So we're going to post a little video. Now, this isn't a TED Talk. This is just a little context video, the history behind Women's History Month. And then we're going to post the NewsELA article. Now, we all know that we can just post assignments directly from NewsELA. However, I've always find that doing it that way, more moving parts, more stuff to go wrong, more just spots for students to get frustrated and things to not go right. So I just download it as a PDF and again, upload it to Drive and post the link. Easiest way for me to do it. And then they're going to read this one, and this is more reading and then synthesizing information from what they're reading. And it's multiple choice. You're going to copy and paste the correct answer into the box below. Now, which paragraph for the reading best supports the following idea? So it looks like this one's going to be like a main idea one. Just a quick guess. Like I said, it's been a while since I made these. Which of these statements would be the most important to include in the objective summary of the article? Yeah, it looks like main idea. And then part 2 is going to be short answer. I have, again, posted... Oh, I'm going to have to fix that. That's another link. But that should be notes on how to pull textual evidence. Okay? So there's that. This is a short paragraph on the main idea. And then more questions here. So this is going to be your NewsELA article. It's going to be more skill-based, based on pulling information out of the text. Now, let's make sure I've gone over everything. We've talked about all these assignments. You can do one of these per day. You can do one of these and then skip a day. Like I said, make this take as long as you need it to take, as long as you need this break from planning. And then once you've gone over all of these assignments, you are then going to come here and provide this graphic organizer for their essay. So while you have not had to plan anything, because it's all right here in this document, students have been listening to Adichie. They have been reading about women in STEM. They have been answering analysis and beyond questions about these topics. Title IX, gender equality in education, equality in sports. They are really diving into these topics and getting a lot out of them. And you can still facilitate these conversations, but you're not having to plan it, which again is really, really my passion. What I want to contribute is to be able to give you that time back, give you back that mental RAM, that mental capacity that doesn't have to create all of this. You could have done all of this yourself. You could have done all of this yourself probably better than I did here, because this was all done under duress in March because we all needed a break. And I was trying to find a way to make things a little bit easier on everyone while not really giving up, sacrificing too much in the rigor and what the students are getting out of it. So hopefully we found a way to do that here. Again, these are just going to be little step-by-step, little just blurbs on everything I talked about at length here for 23 minutes. And then looking ahead, I want you to be aware that I will have a mental health awareness package that's very much like this. It's just this is going to be all mental health awareness topics and a mental health awareness final whatever it is. And yeah, so please make sure that you check out our website. We have it linked up here, surviveuntillsummer.com. These are where the free resources are. And if you look here, we have a few different free resources, behavior, chart management stuff, a template for addressing student concerns in an email, just all kinds of stuff. I'll be continually posting more stuff here. So yeah, check out our website, support us however you can, make sure you follow everything you see, and we hope that we can help you survive until summer. Talk to you soon.